And we're back for some more Aurora. My name is Max. I'm a communication skills coach. What I do on this channel is I look at all different types of people's communication skills and I give you my thoughts. If you like my videos, if they make you smile, if they make you think, hit that subscribe button. Lots more content to come. Looking forward to diving into some more Aurora. Here we go.
People often ask me how it is to be me, which I find to be a very odd question. But then I sit down and I think about it, and I think the biggest difference between me and many people I meet is that I'm extremely free. I've never really cared.
The duality with Aurora is that she can be super aware of her surroundings, super aware of like what's happening in the quote-unquote real world, but she's also able to take her mind to these really creative places, it seems like.
I don't see any reason to stop myself from fulfilling my impulsive thoughts or doing whatever I want to do.
Just from the way she's sitting, right? Like everything she does is so unique and different and very true to how she is and how she feels. She's just doing her thing. And it seems like that's one of the reasons why people are so inspired by her, is because she just is who she is. And in a way it touches us because it makes us feel like, hey, this is something we want to aspire to be as well. We want to get to that point in ourselves where we can be completely free and authentic, because in a way that gives you more peace.
It's kind of weird because it's this invisible force stopping people from following their instincts and from doing what they want, but they can.
She doesn't just say it, she doesn't just speak the words of how to be free and how to live this free, amazing, happy life with peace and creativity. She actually lives it, she lives it through the way, not only how she expresses it in her words, but just in the way she communicates as a whole. From a communication perspective as well, she's so engaged and present in this interaction. Look how she leans forward. She's not only making eye contact with the producer or the director off camera, but she actually also made it a point to directly look into the camera at one point.
Invisible force.
Just showing her hyper awareness of where her audience is, at the same time just being very engaged with the people in her vicinity. Fascinating.
I would recommend people to explore dancing, because dancing of some reason seems to be an embarrassing thing for most human beings, but it's such a beautiful thing. And I think, the worse you look when you dance.
Yeah, she's just not shy at all, right? Like there's just no second guessing herself. You just get the sense from her that she's just got this ultimate, you can call it confidence, but it's almost like she really doesn't care what other people think about her.
And freedom is a very handsome thing to wear, I think. Because I feel like those are the three big open spaces that the world can offer us. The mountains, the forests, the fields. And
I love how expressive and grand she is with her gestures when she communicates, right? It just kind of draws you in. It makes it more engaging. It makes it easier for you to absorb her message. And that's a great communication skills tip right there. When we're using our gestures, our audience can better visualize what it is that we're saying, and it just makes our message so much more engaging. Aurora's really good at that. So I think that's part of what makes her very engaging as a communicator, as a person, is part of the way she communicates is just, it's very open, it's very expressive. She helps you visualize things with her body, not just her words that she uses. She doesn't put limits on herself, it doesn't seem like, but from a communication perspective as well, she's not putting limits on how she moves her body or where she looks.
It's healthy to experience life alone. I think it's very important for eternal growth, because you learn things about yourself when you have no one to rely on.
You can tell this person is special. You can tell she's present, and there's just no walls there. There's no guard. It just allows us to to feel like we connect with this person, and she's showing herself to us. And as a result, that allows us to connect with her so much more easily.
I would recommend people to just take the choice, make the choice. Like tomorrow, when you wake up and you say, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I want today. And if it's within the frames of society, like showing up to work on time, you can still handle the world just the way you want to.
I see people drawing inspiration from her who may live these conventional lives, and they're just wanting something more, whether it's to live more freely, to live more honestly, to do something that taps on their creative spirit. I think she hits on that. I think she taps on that piece deep within us, right? Because she doesn't really have any walls. We can see her. She's raw to the world. That allows us to be connected and inspired by her. Something we can take away into our everyday lives is, hey, like when our walls are down, when we can be honest and vulnerable and open to the world, or the people that we're speaking to at least, what I think that does, and I know this from giving lots and lots of presentations in my life, when I am able to sort of drop my walls and be real and honest, that allows the audience to connect with me so much more easily. And as a result, that improves our relationships, that inspires others, that allows others to listen to me more easily. There's a lot that does, and there's a big trust factor there. I think we trust Aurora because she's being so honest. So anyway.
Luckily, we've discovered that Mother Earth is dying just before it's too late. So we're on this beautiful place in time and space. We can either be the ones that destroyed it or that saved it.
She thinks big, right? She thinks very philosophically, and she thinks about things much greater than the day-to-day. And I'm really liking her. I can see why people are so inspired by her. I can see why people love her. And if you want to see the uncut version of this video, all my uncut reactions are on my Patreon page. I've got close to 100 hours of content on my Patreon page. So if you want to support the channel, if you want to check out all my uncut reactions, all you need to do is go to my Patreon page. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. I will catch you soon. Peace.